In the shadowy arena of Viridian City, the air pulsates with an eerie energy, echoing the heartbeat of the anticipated showdown between two incomparable forces. Our young hero, Ash Ketchum, with his trusty, valiant Pikachu, squares off in the match of his lifetime. His opponent, the terrifying embodiment of darkness, Satan himself. His hand shaking, Ash swallows his fear, stealing his gaze, and speaks the command. "Pikachu, Thunderbolt!" A searing lightning bolt zaps from Pikachu's body, electrifying the air in an illuminating spectacle of power. Pikachu, its cheeks sparking with residual electricity, squeaks a defiant, "Pikachu!" However, Satan, garbed in impenetrable shadows, extends a hand towards the bewitching darkness. From his palm, a swirling vortex emerges, spilling forth a horde of terrifying demons. Their crimson eyes blaze like smouldering coals, their fanged maws spitting wrathful fire, their blaring roar sending shivers down the spines of the audience. With a guttural growl, Satan commands his demonic army, "Retaliate!" In response, an unholy blaze erupts from the legion of fiends, streaking across the battlefield towards Pikachu. The contrasting elements of electric energy and hellfire clash, sending shockwaves across the field in a titanic confrontation. Despite the burgeoning chaos, Ash's eyes never waver from his adversary. "We're not backing down, Pikachu! Use Iron Tail!" In a swift motion, Pikachu's tail hardens into a metallic force, and with a ferocious leap, the small but fierce Pokémon launches himself towards the teeming throng of flambeau-eyed adversaries. So begins our tale, a clash between the charm of Pokémon and the cryptic lore of Demonology. Through the smoky tendrils of battle and the heart-stopping throes of excitement, we'll unravel the intricate web that links these parallel dimensions. So hold on to your seats, dear travellers, as we embark on a journey unseen, into the heart of the mystical realm where childhood whimsy intertwines with the timeless enigma of the occult. In the seemingly innocent tales of Pokémon, trainers roam the wild terrains equipped with Poké Balls, devices crafted to capture and store powerful creatures within their confines. This practice resonates deeply with the arcane art known in occult lore as trapping spirits within earthly objects, an art that exists in darker and more concealed narratives than your local Pokémon gym. To delve deeper into this comparison, let's revisit a prime example from antiquity, the story of King Solomon. Solomon, a biblical figure renowned for his staggering wisdom, wasn't just a wise king. He was also known as a potent conjurer. As stories go, ancient inscriptions speak of Solomon possessing a ring known as the Seal of Solomon. It wasn't just any ring, it was bestowed upon him by the Archangel Michael. This amulet allowed Solomon to bind and command an army of spirits, jinns, and by accounts, even demons. Within ancient texts, the Testament of Solomon elaborates on his control over these celestial beings. Solomon, using the great power of his seal, traps an army of 72 rebellious spirits within a brass vessel, throwing them into a Babylonian lake. This rendition marks a classical instance of binding supernatural entities, mirroring the modern-day practice of Poké Balls trapping Pokémon. In another layer of the occult tradition, the practice of spirit bottles or witch bottles surfaces in European folklore. These bottles, often filled with nails, pins, or even urine, were believed to trap harmful spirits or witches intent on tormenting individuals. Much like a Poké Ball seizes a mischievous ghastly, the spirit bottle confines harmful supernatural entities, neutralizing their capacity to cause ill. Further east, Japanese folklore introduces us to tsukumogami, everyday objects infused with kami or spirits. This belief, that ordinary objects can contain spiritual energy, again resonates with the concept of a Poké Ball. Each ball, just an ordinary device to the layman, holds within it the potential for extraordinary power, a living, breathing creature with abilities beyond our ken. These parallels between Pokémon lore and these occult narratives shed a different light on the act of Pokémon capturing. In its essence, it's more than a playful pursuit. Instead, it mirrors a primal mystical practice. It's a dance between control and liberty, power and responsibility, echoing the age-old struggle of humans interacting with forces that exist beyond the everyday. In the intriguing world of Pokémon, each creature is intertwined with unique elemental affinities, painting a vibrant spectrum of fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, and even the chilling darkness. These elemental scales resemble strikingly the intricate weaving of the spiritual realm where entities like demons and spirits are often associated with specific facets of nature or elements, an echo found in numerous cultural mythologies. Begin with the fiery Charizard, a classic fire element Pokémon, merging the fury of fire with the indomitable spirit of the dragon. Its fiery essence presents an interesting parallel to various infernal beings from the world of mythology and occultism. Consider, for instance, the fiery entity Balrog from Tolkien's Middle-earth, a terror forged in the elemental heart of fire. Or take a closer look at the seraphim, angelic entities from the biblical realms, often envisioned wreathed in flames, symbolizing purification and enlightenment. On the other end of the element spectrum, water-type Pokémon such as Vaporeon embody the characteristics of their chosen element: fluidity, versatility, and depth. In this embodiment, we see a reflection of mythical water deities and spirits across cultures. Such comparisons arise with Tiamat, the primordial goddess of the sea in Babylonian mythology. The Greek god Poseidon, holding dominion over the seas, also parallels the nature of water Pokémon with his unpredictable wrath and protectiveness. Journey next into the realm of grass Pokémon, embodied by the bulbous Bulbasaur, where the spirit of flora is brought to life. This intimate bond with nature can be paralleled with entities like the Green Man of Celtic mythology, or the Greek forest god Pan, both symbolizing fertility, growth, and the Earth's green bounty. Further on, take the arm of the mystical psychic Pokémon like Mewtwo, whose capabilities transcend the physical and delve into the realm of the mind. These psychic Pokémon mirror the intellectual spirit entities referenced in occult traditions like the goetic demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon, who are believed to share knowledge and influence mortal thoughts. In the inky shadows of the Pokémon spectrum reside the dark Pokémon, like the menacing Houndoom, a canine nightmare born from the blackest of dreams. These eerie creatures elicit comparisons with shadowy spirits from world mythology, such as the morose Mara from Buddhist lore, or the ghost-like yokai of Japanese folklore. Thus, the Pokémon universe overlays the elemental realm of the spirits and the demons, creating an uncanny dimension where the lines blur, allowing a playful dash of whimsy to enter the traditionally solemn occult realm. This tapestry of correlations goes on to reveal yet another layer of the enchanting world of Pokémon, opening another door in our ongoing journey into the realm of the mystical. The mystical act of summoning, a practice etched deeply in both the world of Pokémon and in various occult traditions, presents another tantalizing intersection of these seemingly disparate realms. The call of a Pokémon into battle, their materialization from the glinting sphere of a Pokeball, bears an uncanny similarity to the ceremonial summoning of spirits or demons within the occult practices. In the world of Pokémon, these vibrant beings are beckoned into existence by their trainers. A toss of a Pokeball, a shout of their name, and these creatures of power and mystery materialize, ready to engage in a dynamic display of elemental prowess, a spectacle of a Pokémon fight. For trainers like Ash, Misty, and Brock, the act of summoning their Pokémon into the turbulent throes of battle becomes second nature. They call upon the aid of their Pokémon companions without trepidation, trusting in the bonds they have fostered in their shared adventures. But let us parallel this with none other than the infamous notorious Key of Solomon. It's considered as one of the most famous grimoires, books that contain instructions to summon angels or demons amongst other occult literature. For instance, consider the Goetia, the first book of the Lemegeton, which is a grimoire linked back to the Key of Solomon. It outlines elaborate rituals for invoking 72 different demons. The process isn't spontaneous or effortless. Instead, it requires meticulous preparation, from inscribing elaborate symbols and wearing the correct amulet to selecting the ideal timing and place for the ritual. While the summoners, often spiritualists or occult practitioners, call forth these entities, it's essential that they proceed with the utmost respect and caution, understanding the powerful forces they stir. Mesmerizingly enough, the parallels run even deeper with the example of the unknown Pokémon. These enigmatic creatures rely on a form of summoning deeply reminiscent of occult practices. The unknown, when gathered in significant numbers and in specific patterns, can bring otherworldly power into the physical realm. They can manipulate reality itself. In essence, the act of summoning in both Pokémon and occult practices embarks on a similar path, bridging worlds, calling upon alliances, and stirring powerful forces often beyond the summoner's grasp. Both imbibe the weight of responsibility, trust, and respect within these vital interactions, successfully maintaining equilibrium within their respective realms. What thus surfaces through these comparisons is the profound undercurrent of respect and understanding that abides in the act of summoning, be it calling forth a Pikachu to your side, or invoking a celestial entity from the hidden scrolls of Solomon. While one donned the cloak of a children's game, the other shies away, cloaked in mystery and selective practice, yet both echo the same sentiment. That summoning is a practice of connection. It is an interaction between worlds, a call and answer that resonates deeply within the human psyche. In the captivating saga of Pokémon, the concept of evolution stands as a cornerstone, symbolizing growth, change, and the unbidden anticipation of witnessing what wonder the next form holds. From the humble beginnings of a Squirtle to the indomitable presence of a Blastoise, from the adorable Eevee to the mesmerizing Vaporeon or Jolteon, the arc of a Pokémon's life is marked by moments of profound transformation. Mirroring this experience, the world of the occult echoes with tales of spiritual ascension, or alternatively, corruption, a journey that shapes the entity's path and destiny. The process of Pokémon evolution indicates progress, each metamorphosis potentially elevating the creature's power, skills, and stature. It accompanies a change in form, intellect, and strength, a glowing testament to the Pokémon's experiences and growth. Now, let's venture into the labyrinth of occult lore, where similar concepts of transformative change abound. The realm of demonology introduces us to the concept of spiritual ascension. Entities navigate their way through divine hierarchies, moving from lesser spirits to more potent ones, mirroring a Pokémon's journey of evolution. Consider the case of the Byzantine Demonology. Here, demons purportedly move through ranks based on their deeds and service to their infernal leaders, quite reminiscent of a Charmander's journey to Charizard, replete with trials, triumph against foes, and eventually, transformative metamorphosis. However, as with any journey ahead, descent is just as feasible as ascension. Demonology is replete with narratives of spirits facing corruption, descending from a state of grace to one of moral decay, a reversal to Pokémon's typically upwards evolution. The fallen angels of various theologies symbolize this descent. These beings, initially virtuous, face a downturn, a metamorphosis born of rebellion, resulting in their demonic form. In such narratives, evolution carries a sinister note. The contrasting tones of evolution in Pokémon and demonic texts introduce a captivating dichotomy. While Pokémon evolution embodies a pursuit of growth, strength, and camaraderie, the demonological transformation carries echoes of rebellion and consequential decline. This exploration leaves us with intriguing parallels to ponder upon, blurring the lines between childhood games and esoteric lore, opening the door to myriad interpretations. The analogy implores us to examine further the mystifying veil draped over our ordinary experiences, nudging us to perpetually marvel at the intricacies within the realms of the mystical and mundane. The unknown, a curious species of Pokémon, carry an intriguing link to the occult that is etched in the very form they take, that of ancient symbols. Coming in different forms, each unknown takes the guise of a letter of the Latin alphabet and 2 additional punctuation symbols. This unlocks a fascinating parallel to the world of occultism, where symbols and runes are potent carriers of power and knowledge. As the unknown congregate en masse, their power increases exponentially, often resulting in reality-bending occurrences, like in the Pokémon Spell of the Unknown movie, where a young girl's desperate wish birthed an entire illusory landscape. This amplification of power through unity and the right sequence is eerily similar to practices in diverse systems of magic, wherein certain magical symbols or runes, when aligned in specific configurations, unlock profound energies. In the mystical realm of occultism, symbols and runes hold an esteemed place. Runes are not just a form of ancient alphabet used by Germanic languages, but are also tools for divination and conduits for invoking certain elements or powers, each rune having its own unique spiritual resonance. Let's take the Elder Futhark, one of the oldest runic systems. Here, each rune symbolizes a complex concept or an element of the natural or spiritual world. Just like the unknown, the runes used in correct sequences could allegedly harness their inherent magic, shaping the caster's reality in subtle or profound ways. Similarly, the unknown too echo this aspect. Their power appears passive, almost negligible when they stand alone, but when aligned, they release unparalleled power, turning the imagined into the tangible. This mystery is further deepened by the unknown dimension that they seemingly originate from, adding an additional layer of otherworldly charm. The unknown, in their 28 varying forms, thus cement a bewitching link with occult practices, their existence hinting at the primal magic symbolized by runes. They beautifully encapsulate the mystical relationship between form and meaning, between symbol and reality, thereby striking a haunting chord with the occult belief that reality can be altered using potent symbols. a belief shared by many magical traditions worldwide. Through the unknown, we are reminded again that the world of Pokémon and the world of occult practices are not as separate as one would imagine. And in this union, a captivating undercurrent of mystique and folklore persistently hums, inviting us to delve deeper into the fascinating labyrinths of the mystical world. Across every region in the world of Pokémon, the heart of a trainer's journey thumps to the rhythm of battles. Pokémon battles serve as rites of passage, trials of strength, shows of strategy, and even as playful skirmishes between friends. It's an electrifying dance, a tactical tango curated with carefully chosen moves, a harmonization of elemental strengths and weaknesses that unfurls on the battleground. From awe-inspiring gym battles to the adrenaline-rushed Elite Four challenges, a trainer navigates their journey through bouts that can mold and solidify their legacy. Not so different are the seemingly fantastical tales etched in occult literature that detail accounts of spiritual warfare and ritualistic combat. Be it encounters between celestial beings in religious scriptures, or the ritualistic battles within the walls of Solomon's temple against demonkind, these vivid accounts resonate with the energy of a Pokémon duel. Both realms thrive on the dance of confrontation, where strategies are woven, strength is tested, and the resilience of the spirit stands trial. In the world of the occult, spellcasting often mimics the nature of a duel. Whether conducted by a seasoned witch or an apprentice, spellcasting is a precise practice, requiring acute understanding of the forces at play, the objects in use, and the potential aftermath. Conjuring protection against dark entities or performing invocations can mirror a Pokémon battle, wherein types of Pokémon and their moves must be meticulously chosen to secure victory. Another interesting parallel comes alive with the notion of spiritual warfare, found in various religious traditions and demonologies. In these narratives, celestial or spiritual beings, much like Pokémon, are equipped with special skills or abilities, used to confront, challenge, or defend against their opponents. The mythological tales of guardian angels shielding the innocent from malevolent spiritual entities, or of formidable deities defeating chaos-bringing demons, all echo the triumphant tales of a victorious Pokémon match. The arenas of the celestial warfare and the Pokémon field might vary widely, one spanning the limitless expanse of heavenly realms, the other contained within the camaraderie of Pokémon trainers and their faithful partners. Yet they share a common essence. Both landscapes of battle witness the unity and strength derived from bonds, the bond of a trainer with their Pokémon, the bond between celestial beings against the forces of darkness. Thus, a unique harmony ascends from the ashes of the battlefield, a symphony that vibrates seamlessly between the world of pocket monsters and the realm of occult combat, making one's journey through the regions of Pokémon resonate with a familiar phantom echo. The Pokémon clashes, in essence, are not just contests of stellar strategy and might, but are a testament to relationships, growth, and the unwavering spirit of its fighters. A note that is sung loud and clear across all narratives of battle, be it in the cheery realm of Pokémon or the cryptic alleys of the supernatural. Venture through the countless regions within the Pokémon world, and you'll stumble upon whispered tales, myths spoken in hushed reverence, stories which hint at the existence of beings far beyond regular comprehension. These are the legendary Pokémon, mysterious creatures commanding awe and respect for their disproportionate power and divine stature. Each legendary Pokémon is unique, entwined with its own intricate lore, mirroring the vast bestiary of powerful entities within the arcane annals of occultism. These Pokémon, akin to mythical creatures or spiritual beings, are often tied to the fundamental forces of the world: time, space, land, sea, sky, and even life and death. Witness the time-bending Dialga, the space-warping Palkia, or the life-giving Xerneas and death-commanding Yveltal. They seem like echoes from various global mythologies and occult traditions, wherein deities or higher beings rule over the elemental forces of the world. Dive into the realm of occult, and one uncovers the arcane lore of entities like archangels, djinns, titans, and demigods. They are depicted as denizens of the ethereal plane, bestowed with power and wisdom far surpassing mortals, acting as the overseers of universal principles and elements, executing divine will. Much like legendary Pokémon, these entities are often linked with the metaphysical fabric of reality, the dawn of creation, fire, water, fate, wisdom, and death. Consider the ancient Sumerian lore with spirits like the Anunnaki, godlike beings said to have crafted humanity, akin to Sinnoh's creation trio of Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. each holding dominion over a core facet of existence: time, space, and antimatter respectively. Or take the case of Grudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, the weather trio, preserving the primal balance between land, sea, and sky, reminiscent of the Greek titans who ruled over these very domains. The uncanny parallels are not limited to the creature's attributes, but extend to how humans interact with them. Trainers are known to seek out legendary Pokémon in search of wisdom, power, or salvation, much like how occultists invoke certain entities for guidance, power, protection, or spiritual growth. Thus, through a misty veil of magic and lore, the legendary Pokémon stride, carrying with them a gathering storm of divinity and the mystical. They are not just rare creatures to be captured, they're fragments of the broader cosmic dance, brushing playfully against notions from parallel occult traditions, casting bright shadows that blur the borders between a child's game and millennia-old beliefs. In this intricate dance between the mystic worlds, one can't help but wonder, are legendary Pokémon merely riveting characters in a game? Or are they contemporary echoes of something far older, something deeply rooted in the shared consciousness of humanity? Regardless of the answer, their existence continues to paint the Pokémon universe with vibrant strokes of enchantment and intrigue, making every moment spent in their company a step further into the tree of knowledge that connects all realms of the mystical. As we delve deeper into the web of marvel that makes the world of Pokémon, we unearth a fascinating aspect that further intertwines the realms of pocket monsters and the occult. Several Pokémon designs are captivating tapestries of carefully interwoven threads of mythology and folklore from around the world, each echoing enchanting whispers of beings from the supernaturally entwined threads of human culture. For instance, consider the mesmerizing Nintalos, a creature born from Japanese folklore. It bears a striking resemblance to the mythical Kitsune, the fox spirit known for its shape-shifting abilities and affinities with fire. In Japanese demonology, these beings are revered as powerful spirits, embodying both benevolence and malevolence, similar to the dual nature of Nintali's story in Pokémon lore. The curious ghost Pokémon, Gengar, with its mischievous smile and the ability to blend into shadows, reflects the traits of various spectral entities in cultures worldwide. It holds a peculiar resemblance with the nocturnal trickster demons or poltergeists, known to vex their victims with uncanny occurrences or illusory manifestations. On a more divine front, the Pokémon called Arceus stands as the original one in the Sinnoh myths, somewhat akin to the concept of a primordial divinity or demiurge present in many religious or occult systems. Arceus, from Hermetic philosophy, refers to the lowest and most dense aspect of the astral plane which presides over the growth and continuation of all living beings, paralleling Arceus's role as the life-giver and the preserver of balance in the Pokémon world. Similarly, the majestic dragon Pokémon Reshiram and Zekrom, representing truth and ideals respectively, echo the nature and significance of yin and yang from Chinese philosophy, two forces seemingly opposite yet interconnected, giving rise to each other much like Reshiram and Zekrom truth and ideals that exist in symbiosis. The alluring design of Mawile may strike a chord with fans of Japanese yokai stories, as its giant deceptive second mouth is eerily similar to the terrifying feature of the Futakuchi Onna, a yokai known for its additional mouth on the back of its head. It's yet another beautiful manifestation of folklore's shadows fading into the world of Pokémon. These are but a few examples among many Pokémon that draw heavily upon legends, myths, and demonological references for their design inspiration. The ubiquitous intertwining of mythology and occult references within Pokémon species is a beautiful portrayal of how stories of magic, spirits, and gods have not only permeated human culture, but also been playfully captured and adapted into the creatures we have come to love and admire in the Pokémon universe. Thus, every captured Pokémon is not only a companion for battles, but also a living relic of age-old stories, a mirror reflecting assorted fragments of the world's hauntingly beautiful supernatural legacy. Whether you're dueling against a Gyarados amidst crashing waves or walking through a moonlit forest with a Jigglypuff by your side, remember, every move is a dance step borrowed from the grand ballet of mystical folklore, a testament to the timeless allure of the supernatural world. An essential aspect of the Pokémon lore, as intrinsic to it as the pocket creatures themselves, is the relationship between Pokémon and their trainers. Pokeballs at the ready, trainers venture into the wild, capturing these powerful beings to harness their abilities and form bonds that are almost familial in nature. The idea of a young, eager individual commanding creatures of such immense power is as fascinating as it is formidable. In the world of the occult, This concept is not alien. The ancient practice of conjuring spirits or demons hints at a parallel connection. Occultists, witches, magicians, they've long sought to summon spirits, pulling them from their realms into ours. As trainers call out their Pokémon from the Poké Balls, an occult practitioner might draw forth a spirit or demon through a portal. While Pokémon matches embody the spirit of camaraderie and collective growth, in many traditional occult practices, beings summoned are not done so for combat, but to share knowledge, bestow truths, or perform tasks beyond human capabilities. The summoner seeks to establish command, a somewhat symbiotic relationship where the balance of control is as important as in a relationship between a Pokémon and a trainer. The act of a trainer capturing a Pokémon also echoes the occult tradition of spirit binding. Spirits have been told to be bound to objects by occult practitioners, similar to how a Pokémon is confined within a Pokeball. However, unlike the tales of spirits entrapped against their will, the Pokémon universe ensures that the creatures are comfortable inside their Pokeballs and seem more than willing to join a worthy trainer on their journey. Additionally, consider the way trainers direct their Pokémon in battles, a method akin to the way a conjurer commands a summoned entity. The trainer's strategy for orders and timing, in both attacking and defensive moves, finds its parallel in the rituals an occultist undertakes to control the entity they've summoned. The understanding between a summoner and summoned, whether in a Pokémon match or a ritualistic summoning, relies heavily on the strength of command and a deep bond. This intriguing parallel highlights more than just similar practices. It sheds light on the inherent human fascination with interacting with beings beyond our conventional understanding. Whether summoning spectral entities or calling out an Alakazam for a psychic attack, the underlying thread remains. It's an exploration of the unknown, the ability to touch the beyond, and the relentless pursuit to comprehend the extraordinary while standing on the precipices of the ordinary, a pure manifestation of man's profound curiosity and insatiable desire for the fantastic. The journey through Pokémon's myriad gyms is more than just a series of escalating battles. It's an engrossing metaphor for progression, resonating with occult initiation processes like the intricate systems present in Thelema, an esoteric and spiritual philosophy. Aleister Crowley, Thelema's founder, proposed a progression of grades that seekers or aspirants must navigate to ascend in knowledge and spiritual prowess: the probationer, neophyte, zealotor, practicus, philosophus, and so forth. Each grade encompasses a unique set of teachings and challenges, symbolizing stages of spiritual enlightenment and personal development. Much like a budding Pokémon trainer begins their journey with limited knowledge and a handful of Pokémon, the Thelemic aspirant takes their preliminary steps as a probationer, embarking on the path with minimal understanding of the grandeur that lies ahead. As the probationer grows, learns, and confronts their trials head-on, they advance into the stage, the neophyte, a reflective transformation of a trainer earning their first badge and tasting initial success. The challenges continue to grow steeper, mirroring the arduous routes a Pokémon trainer takes to conquer select gyms. As Practicus, the aspirant begins to explore a truer understanding of self and seemingly complex universal laws, a symbolic parallel to a trainer's journey of self-growth, strategic acuity, and deepening connection with their Pokémon. More mystique and trials await both as they progress further. Philosophus, poised before the ultimate stage, the Abyss, similarly positions a trainer before the Elite Four and the Champion. The battles seem fiercer, the strategic landscape more treacherous, but so does the resulting exaltation of conquering them matchless. In the pursuit of the ultimate title, Pokémon Master or the crossing of the Abyss to reach Magister Templi, a singular purpose resonates acutely. It's the understanding of the journey, that the ultimate power doesn't lie in the title but who one becomes in obtaining it. This intuitive parallel between Pokémon battling and Thelemic initiation brings to light the underlying confluence of growth, evolution, and learning shared between the otherwise distinct worlds, a testament to the intricate weaves of life and mystical practices captured in the tale of trainers and their Pokémon. The bewitching tapestry of the Pokémon world is artfully woven with an intricate array of mythological threads and theological undertones, making its narratives far more rich and interesting than mere child's play. The many story arcs that unfurl across varied regions in this fantastic universe recite sagas that bubble from the cauldrons of culturally diverse myths, brewing a captivating blend of folklore and theological doctrines echoed from worlds afar. Each region in the Pokémon world retains its unique lore, often echoing fascinating elements of diverse theological teachings. The Sinnoh region, for instance, is home to the creation trio, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, and their original one, Arceus. This narrative bears uncanny semblance with the theological concept of a creator deity and its associated lesser gods seen across various ancient mythologies, from the ancient Greek cosmogony with Chaos and Gaia, to the Hindu Trimurti of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Similarly, the story of Unova region's twin heroes and the legendary dragons, Reshiram and Zekrom, reflects the timeless theme of dichotomy, akin to the yin and yang in Chinese philosophy, the interplay between light and darkness, good and evil, truth and lies. The lore stands as a symbolic representation of theological dualism, the idea of two opposing, complementary forces forming the soul of existence. The legendary bird trio of Kanto, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, echo the sentiments of Trinity that widely exist in various religious doctrines, like the Christian Holy Trinity or the three main gods of Hinduism, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. They symbolize a harmonious unity despite comprising separate entities, each holding dominion over distinct elements, much like many divine trinities in the theological realm. Even the concept of catching Pokémon could be seen as a metaphorical take on the age-old theological discourse of taming and reconciling our own inner demons, thus striving to achieve a state of balance and peace. These are but a few instances of how the Pokémon world and its lore often mirror mythological and theological themes, subtly teaching young trainers about unity and diversity, the importance of balance, transformation, and the endless possibilities of the mystical realm. While they interact with these pocket monsters, they are subconsciously engaged in a deeper, more spiritual dialogue. The result is an enchanting interplay of fantasy and philosophy, theology and theosophy, unfolding amidst the strange theatre of life and dreams, making the journey through the Pokémon world a subtly enriching experience of not just battling and collecting, but also introspecting and growing. In the heart of our exploration, we've unearthed a captivating dimension to your familiar Pokémon journey. The act of capturing these mystical beings, harnessing their formidable abilities, navigating exhilarating gym battles, we've discovered intriguing parallels with ancient occult practices and supernatural narratives that lay an unexpected depth beneath the lively facade of Pokémon world. Delving into the cryptic symbology of the unknown, decoding the spiritual resonance of Pokémon evolution, the mythos of legendary Pokémon, we have ventured together into the unseen corridors of the supernatural world, striking discernible parallels with theological tales and echoing the mystical allure of the occult world. Pokémon becomes much more than a delightful game. It's a labyrinth of mystical echoes whispering eternal tales of magic, transformation, and ascension. This strange and enchanting synthesis has illuminated a new perspective for us, reminding us that magic and mysticism can manifest in the most unexpected pockets of our reality. If this journey has stirred the mystic in you, awakened your fascination with the arcane, then we invite you to become an integral part of our community of wonder seekers. Like this saga, share it with fellow explorers, and subscribe to our chronicles. Your support helps us delve deeper into the cosmos of the mystical and magical, weaving a broader tapestry of shared wisdom and enlightenment. As the dusk whispers to the falling night, our next saga stirs in the shadows of anticipation. A grand adventure of mystic charm and supernatural intrigue awaits you, and we dare to wonder, will you join us in lifting the veil of the mystical once again? Let's remember, we have just one motto to live by in this shared universe of ours. Gotta catch 'em all! But beware, for if you choose not to like and subscribe, well, you may just find yourself locked in a Pokeball, trapped for eternity by a disgruntled Gengar, or worse, become the next coveted prize of a roaming demon trainer. Does that spark an adventure? Or should we say a daring challenge, perhaps? We'll be waiting for you on the other side. Until then, dear traveller, tread the path of the extraordinary with courage and curiosity.